How's everyone doing? Getting ready to go to Blockbuster. They have 99-cent Blu-ray and DVDs right now. I'm not sure of the selection. I know they're closing in just 4 days, so that's going to be kind of a sad time. I'm going to try to go there on the actual closing day, which is this coming Sunday. I'm going to a comedy show that night as well to see Garfunkel and Oates, a female comedy duo, which they're hilarious. I actually first saw them on YouTube. And then one of the girls, the brown-haired girl, has been in a bunch of different TV shows and stuff like that. So it'll be cool to see them in person, and I've always thought they were funny. But anyways, back to the subject at hand. We get off topic. But anyways, I'm going to Blockbuster, and I'm rocking the Return of the Living Dead shirt right there. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, get it, get it, get it. Love that one. Fright Rags right there. But get ready to go there. Closing just a few days, and I'm going to be sad. A lot of great memories there. I knew a lot of the employees. You know, they'd recognize me because I would go in there so much, basically, and you know, we just chit chat, talk about movies, and shoot the breeze, and all that kind of good stuff. And but yeah, I'm gonna see what kind of movies they have left. Hopefully, they'll have some decent selection, something I can pick up for $1. But yeah, get ready to go, and I will see you there.
What's that? Penny, I probably wouldn't mention. No, thank you.
I'm going to take what you're bringing up to take mine for now.
Thanks.
They even have a little sign, but I guess they're marking it down every single day. Bye, Blockbuster! How's everyone doing? I just got back from Blockbuster. 4 days until they close, and here's the receipt right there. So I got some goodies. 24 movies in total. Everything was 99 cents or less. There were some that were like weird, like 95 cents, 90 cents, 91 cents, 89 cents. Weird things they rang up. But yeah, I'll go ahead and show you them. Most of these ones I haven't seen before, so there's a lot of blind buys. I figured for $1, why not take the risk? It's worth it. And if you've seen any of these movies, definitely let me know what you think of them as well, especially since I haven't seen most of these ones. But let's go ahead and get into it. I'll show the Blu-rays first, and then the DVDs. Kind of a crazy stack right here. Yeah. I'll go ahead and show you the stack, because it's pretty monstrous. Yeah. Can this get all in frame? I don't know if I can get it all in frame, but there you go. Alright, so first up is The Haunting Connecticut right here. It was $4.99 on the sticker, but then it was, I think it rang up to be like 91 cents or something like that. The Blu-ray for it. This is one that I always thought was really good up until the ending. I hated the ending. I felt like the ending was kind of like a cop-out. It was a little too happy ending-ish. There were some really creepy visuals and stuff like that. I know they did a sequel to this one. I haven't checked that one out yet. Definitely a lot of creepiness to it. Some good suspense and tension throughout, up until the ending. But you know what? For 90-something cents, why the heck not? I did enjoy it for the most part. About, I don't know, 90% of that movie I really enjoyed. And next up, I got 2 copies of Insidious right here. I picked them up, you know, they're $1. For either, I'm either going to do them for trades or giveaway. I haven't decided yet. I know they're very popular. I was like, you know what? I'm surprised they had so many of them. They had a bunch of Insidious ones left, but a couple other ones, they're kind of, you know, had some stuff on the outside of them, and one of them had like a little bit of indentation. So I was like, nah, I'll just get 2, because you can't take them out of the plastic to see if, you know, the cover's okay, so I didn't want to just risk it, so I just got the 2. I haven't decided if I'm going to do giveaway for them or do a trade for them. A lot of people, again, you know, they don't go to Blockbuster to get the previewed movies for the Blu-rays because they think they see these cases and they're like, oh, I don't want the Blockbuster cases. I've mentioned this like a bazillion times, but I guess some people still aren't aware. There's the inside artwork right there for Insidious. But a lot of people still aren't aware that you can take the artwork out right here. Right there. It's legitimate artwork, and you just put them in Blu-ray replacement cases. And there's some interior artwork right there. But yeah, you just put this right in a regular Blu-ray case, and you're good to go. Brand new, fresh, clean. I don't have any extra Blu-ray replacement cases right now, but I do plan to get some. I thought this movie was a little overhyped personally. I need to rewatch it again so I have it fresh in my mind. But I remember when I first watched it, I was like, oh, it's so overhyped. I like Poltergeist. I remember when Poltergeist did essentially kind of a lot of the same things. And I really love Poltergeist, but there's some things in here that always bothered me, like when the mother heard somebody talking on the baby monitor, and she's just like listening. She's like, "What is that?" And she goes to the bottom of the stairs and still listening. Like if you heard somebody talking on your baby monitor upstairs, the first thing you would do would be like, "Hey, what are they saying?" No, it would be run the heck upstairs and see who's in your baby's room. There's little things like that that bothered me, and I don't know. There's things here and there. There's some CG effects that. But I mean, it had some moments, I guess. The demon creature, I didn't love the look of the demon creature. And there's things here and there. The twist at the end, you could see that coming. It was formulaic. But I'm going to rewatch Insidious, and maybe I'll like it a little bit better the second time around. Who knows? Now, Bad Lieutenant, I haven't seen the full thing. I've seen parts of it. And Nicolas Cage, just over the top, bat poop crazy. Right there, I've seen some of the scenes that I saw were him just flipping out and all coked up, and I guess this is the remake of the Harvey Keitel one from back in the day, and yeah, Nicolas Cage, full out Cage right there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to finally seeing the full movie. And Eva Mendes smoking hot. I believe Exhibit is in here, I believe too, right? I'm pretty sure he is. Val Kilmer's in here. Yeah, Exhibit's in here. So, looking forward to finally watching the full thing of that one. Next up, another Nicolas Cage movie, and Blockbuster had a bazillion Nicolas Cage movies still. Bangkok Dangerous, right there. I picked up the DVD for Bangkok Dangerous for, I think, $1 or either $2 sealed at Blockbuster a while back. I just never got around to watching it, so I'm gonna, get rid of that and check out the Blu-ray for it. Next up, now all the rest of these ones I haven't seen. These are just, blind buys. Next up is Amelia, I guess after Amelia Earhart, starring Hilary Swank and Richard Gere. Yeah, it looks like there's, I guess they're focusing on the romance aspect of it right there. It also has Ewan McGregor, so it has a good cast. There you go. Look forward to checking that one out. Probably a good date movie. Next up is Give 'Em Hell Malone, which just is, I don't know, whenever I hear somebody say Give 'Em Hell, I feel like it's, are we in like the 50s or something, or whatever old times it was? Give 'Em Hell. I don't know, it seems kind of funny to me. But you have Ving Rhames, Thomas Jane, and Elsa Pataki right there. Looks kind of, whoa, actually the back looks pretty awesome. Whoa. He's got Thomas Jane's character is a private eye who's, super tough. He has a reputation of being so tough that he can't be killed. And he's sent to retrieve a briefcase from a sea hotel, and it's a trap, and blah, blah, blah. And that looks creepy as heck, though. Now I'm actually excited to see this movie. Before I was like, it's $1. I'll take a blind buy, check on that one. But look at that. I don't know if you could see that. That dude's face is all jacked up. That looks creepy as heck. That's how Jigsaw should have looked right there. Speaking of Thomas Jane, the Punisher right there. But wow, I'm excited to see that. There's some Asian chick who looks badass right there. With that sword and the makeup. Pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Before I was just like, meh. But now I'm like, woo! Alright, next up is Please Give. It has a decent cast on there. I like Oliver Platt, Amanda Peet. Who else is in here? Catherine Keener, Rebecca Hall. I guess it's about a family who, they bought the neighboring unit for their apartment, and they want to expand their apartment, but they have to wait for the 91-year-old, miserable 91-year-old lady to pass away, which I guess it's kind of like a dark comedy movie, and they have a daughter right there, and I guess it's, tells a tale of friendship, family, and empathy, and dark humor, I guess, in there. So, there you go. Next is Tenure. Don't know anything about this, just looks crazy. It has Luke Wilson, David Koechner, and, I think he's hilarious, so I basically just got it for him. It looks like it's going to be crazy and over the top, and he has teachers and dark comedy. He's got the coffee mug right there, the best damn teacher in the world, so yeah, it looks kind of funny. Like I said, I like that actor a lot. He's really hilarious to me. Next up is The American with George Clooney. I'm not sure if this is kind of like a spy film or something like that. Accepts one last assignment to construct a deadly weapon for mysterious contact. And I guess there's a romance in here as well. So, looks like it's going to be some good action there. And I like George Clooney as an actor. He's aged well. And next up is The Ministers right there with John Leguizamo and Harvey Keitel. John Leguizamo, I used to like him back in the day, but a lot of the movies I've seen him in lately, his acting is not very good. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I remember I really liked him as a comedian. I liked him in some movies back in the day, but now I'm just not really feeling it. And yeah, I don't know. I guess somebody's father was slain, and there's evidence left at the crime scene, and I guess they're trying to figure out who was the killer. So, looks like a taut crime thriller, if you will. Next up is Leaves of Grass. This is another one I got at Blockbuster a while back on DVD for $1, and I never got around to watching it, so I decided, I'm going to get rid of the DVD, obviously, and pick up the Blu-ray for $1. Edward Norton, I guess, plays twins, and yeah, drugs, murder, and brotherly love. And it also has Susan Sarandon, Richard Dreyfuss, and Kerry Russell right there. I like Kerry Russell a lot. She's been in a lot of stuff lately. The Americans, which I really love that show, and she was in Dark Skies, which I'm going to do a full movie review for that one coming up. But she's always Felicity, that's her big thing right there. Edward Norton plays identical twins, and I guess one of them might be good, one of them might be bad. Returns home upon the news of a twins' murder and a drug deal gone awry. So there you go, looks like a black comedy. And next up is Bunraku, starring Josh Hartnett, Woody Harrelson, Gact, I'm not sure who that is, Kevin McKidd, Ron Perlman, and Demi Moore. So that's an interesting cast. I always wonder, like, what the heck has Josh Hartnett been up to lately? I guess he's been doing this. Bunraku. I don't know what the heck this is about. I guess it's just over-the-top action. It looks like it has some cool visuals, though, on the back. So that's interesting. Ron Perlman, some long white hair. I like Ron Perlman a lot. I think he's a very underrated actor. And next up is Killer Inside Me. Casey Affleck, Jessica Alba, Kate Hudson. Sold me right there. Jessica Alba and a bra right there. Done. I don't need to know anything else about the movie. You've sold me already. And Kate Hudson's beautiful as well. I like Casey Affleck as an actor. But I guess it's, I don't know, a crime thriller right there. So it looks like prostitute, murders, maybe some corruption, maybe a sheriff. There you go. And next up is Sympathy for Delicious. I'm not a big fan of Mark Ruffalo, but he's okay, I guess. You've got Christopher Thornton, Juliette Lewis, Laura Linney, which I like Laura Linney and Juliette Lewis a lot, and Orlando Bloom. Orlando Bloom's actually been pretty good. He was in the movie The Good Doctor. I thought he was excellent in that movie. I don't know too much about this one. I guess it's an edgy rock drama right there, telling the story of a former DJ forced to abandon his turntables for a wheelchair after being paralyzed. So that's kind of interesting. And next up is Spread, starring Ashton Kutcher and Anne Heche. Anne Heche looking smoking hot right there. And I don't know, this is just a blind buy. Ashton Kutcher, kind of not a big fan of his, but he was great in The Butterfly Effect. And I liked him in That 70s Show as Kelso. That was a great role. And but he's been okay in some stuff, but some of those movies just make me cringe. Like Whatever Happens in Vegas, I tried twice to watch that movie. I couldn't get through it. But you know what? For $1, I'll go ahead and give it a shot. If not, I could just trade it. So yeah, any of these ones that, it's not a big risk, a buck. If I don't like them, trade them, sell them even. Next up is You Again right here. Looks like a kind of a romantic comedy kind of movie. Great female cast right there. You've got Kristen Bell, Jamie Lee Curtis, Sigourney Weaver, Odette Yustman, and Betty White. Betty White, hilarious as ever right there. Yeah, I don't know too much about this one. Just looks like a romantic comedy movie. Somebody's getting married. And there you go. Next up is Puncture starring Chris Evans, based on a true story. This is one I've wanted to see for a while, and for $1 I just couldn't pass it up. On Blu-ray too. Sometimes the brightest light comes from the darkest places. I like that tagline. He's a talented young lawyer, drug addict as well. He's a functioning drug addict, so there you go. Looks like it might be another crime drama thriller right there. Next up, all the rest of these are DVDs. So next up is Snow Angels, and I love movies set in the snow, any kind of snowy setting. I'll give it a chance. And Kate Beckinsale and Sam Rockwell. I love Sam Rockwell, and Kate Beckinsale is beautiful. Yeah, so there you go. I've heard good things about Snow Angels, but I've never really looked into it. But I guess it's about a young kid who's in high school, and he goes after a girl that he likes, and then well, he does that. It's his first relationship. And all the adults around him, I guess all the adults' relationships around him are kind of crashing down. So there you go. And next up is Sunshine Cleaning. Heard a lot of great things about this one as well. I don't know if it has any relation to Little Miss Sunshine. I know Alan Arkin is in both movies right there. And it stars Amy Adams and Emily Blunt, which I like both of them. But I think they're just cleaning up crime scenes to try to make extra money. And it might be like kind of one of those quirky, kind of independent feel dark comedy movies. That's what it seems like, but I've heard good things, so why not? Next up is Ekko Lights. Nothing Stays Buried Forever. It looks kind of creepy and interesting. I think it's about a serial killer. I don't know, I figured I'd give it a shot. It looks kind of creepy and interesting. Next up is Brighton Rock. This looked really cool to me. I don't know, I just like the look of it. John Hurt and Helen Mirren. Andy Serkis in here as well. Andy Serkis, of course, well known for his motion capture kind of stuff. And Sam Riley and Andrea Riseborough. It's I guess this is film noir, stylistic undertow of a more modern British gangster movie. So kind of a British kind of gangster movie right there. It's set in the 60s, 64, set in the 1964 mods and rockers infused Britain. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I just really love the look of this, you know, that 60s kind of feel. So that's pretty cool. Can't wait to check that one out. Next up is Donkey Punch. I heard this was crazy. I heard things about this a couple years back. Never really looked into it. I think somebody was killed on a boat by accident or something like that. A bunch of young adults indulge in champagne and ecstasy, and I don't know, one thing happens, and sexual behaviors and crazy stuff. And Donkey Punch is a sexual term that's really deviant. So if you don't know what Donkey Punch means, Google it, because it's crazy. And yeah, there's people all in the back with guns and stuff like that. So looks like it's going to be a crazy time. I've heard good things about it, so I'm looking forward to it. I heard it's kind of disturbing, maybe. I don't know. But next up is Vampire Killers, right there. This looks kind of like a, you know, vampire comedy movie right there. And yeah, for $1, why the heck not? So yeah, this is a giant stack of just, you know, $1 Blu-rays, $1 DVDs. Just couldn't beat that price. And I'm sad to see Blockbuster's closing down. They didn't have too much stuff left. A lot of the Blu-ray sections get emptied out, and it's sad because that whole middle section is completely bare and empty. And I just remember it used to be so packed in there with stuff, and it's crazy to see it like that. And you know, it's bittersweet because I love these closeout deals. You know, $1 Blu-rays, $1 DVDs. I never thought I'd see $1 Blu-rays again. I know they had like kind of an off-set kind of deal that they had going on last year. I think it was like around Independence Day or something like that, maybe Memorial Day, where they had for like a weekend or something, they had $1 Blu-rays for just a select few, not many. But I never thought that would happen again, and now it's happening. But sadly, it's because the video store is closing down, Blockbuster's closing down, and it's the last video store around here. So I don't know. It's just not Netflix and Redbox. It's not the same. You don't get that, you know, in-person feel. It's like socializing, it's interacting with people. You're not interacting with a, you know, just a box. I don't know. It's just, you know, you can't talk to people and, you know, check out new movies and get recommendations from them, and it's crazy to me, but lots of good deals. So if you've seen any of these movies, definitely let me know what you think of them. Leave me a comment or video response down below. And I hope everybody's doing well. Take care.